Good morning to all of you.
Good
Please
morning, sir.
switch on the videos. The last period, we have seen the conflict of duties. Put there curly bracket for a 2 marks question. Conflict of duties. See, this year you will have 2 marks questions, 3 marks questions, 5 marks questions. Understand? Formerly, it was only 2 marks and 5 marks, but you will have 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks. 2 marks, 30 to 40 words. 3 marks, 40 to 50 words. 5 marks, 120 to 150 words. Clear now? So when you write the answers, you have to make all the answers you write with the 3 marks questions. Clear? So you can shorten it. When you write 3 marks question, that means around 6, 7 lines. 2 marks question, as you wrote in class 10, 3, 4 lines. 3, 4 lines, 2 marks, 5, 6, 7 lines, 3 marks, 3, 4 lines, 2 marks, 6, 7 lines, 3 marks, 1 page, 5 mark. Okay. So there was a conflict in him whether he should obey the British rule and discard the problems of peasants. One conflict. Second conflict, whether he should stand with the peasants and break the government laws. He was. Then what did he do? So there you underline humanitarian and national service. You have already underlined responsibility towards the society on humanitarian grounds. He disregarded the order to leave. You see, he wrote there, I accept the order to leave Champaran. That was the order sent by the authorities. He received the order. There he wrote, I will disobey it. Do you see the fourth line on the top? On the fourth line of the top, wrote on it, he received for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. That created a conflict in him. At last, he took the decision to disobey the government order. That means he decided not to leave the land. He disregarded the order to leave, not for want of respect for lawful authority, but in obedience to the higher law of our being, the voice of conscience. Underline. This is the reason behind to disobey the order. To disobey the order. What is the reason? Not for want of respect for lawful authority. He did not for want of respect. He respects the lawful authority. He has his respect towards a judge. He had his respect towards the superintendent of police. He had his respect towards the viceroy. He has his respect towards a lawful authority, government authorities. He respects them. Not for want of respect. It is not because he had no respect towards the lawful authority. That is why he is disobeying. Do you follow the use of sentence? He says that I am disobeying this law not because these people, I don't have the respect for these people. No, I have due respect for these government officials. Still, I am disobeying them. Reason, in obedience to the higher law of our being. I consider a higher law of being, a humanitarian law, above these physical government laws. Which is that higher order of law? The law of the conscience, the voice of conscience. Clear now? Underline. This is the reason. There are certain occasions where we were compelled to take a decision in this conflict. There, a just person will hear the voice of conscience. Voice of conscience. You have to answer to your conscience, to your mind. That is why he told these lawful authorities are to be respected. They must be respected. I respect them. But now, at present, I cannot obey their orders because there is another law above the law of the society, above the law of the country, above the law of the judiciary. There is another law. That is a voice of conscience. And Gandhi says, I give preference to the voice of conscience. Therefore, I decided not to obey the government order. Do you follow me? Understood? Okay. That paragraph is very important. That conflict of duties. Why? What was his decision? Very important. Okay. The magistrate announced that he would pronounce. Magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence, punishment, judgment after a 2-hour recess. After 2-hour recess. After 2-hour break. After 2-hour break. Recess. Break. Brief time of rest. Recess. A short period in between. You have a recess from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 12:30 to 1:15, recess. So judge told that the decision will be announced after a break of 2 hours. Gandhi and asked Gandhi to furnish bail for those 120 minutes. Bail. So that means when court judges a man guilty, suppose a court judges a man guilty, and he is, police officials found the person guilty, and the police officers will bring the person to the court. So court will see him, and sometimes the court will send him on bail. On bail. In newspaper, you will read all these things. Otherwise, the judge will sentence him for keep him in remand. Have you read this in newspaper? Keep the culprit, keep the criminals, keeping in remand. Nowadays, there was the gold scam, isn't it? So police officials will not arrest. Yesterday, there is a case of Vaiga. Have you read it? You are not reading the newspaper. A girl child of 13 was killed by her father, Vaiga. And Vaiga's father was caught from Karnataka, but he was not arrested. He was not arrested. After query, then only the arrest will be there. Clear now. After the arrest, the person should be presented before the court. So the court will say, I told an example, the court will say, take him in remand. That means in police custody to make more investigations. Otherwise, the court will say, give me two guarantee people, people of guarantee. On those guarantee, we will send him home. But whenever we call, you have to come. That is why it is told. So the judge told, arrange two people. Two people, you see, arrange two people to furnish bail, a guarantee for guarantee. And he will be sent in bail. So he can go. Okay. Gandhi to furnish bail for those 120 minutes, 2 hours. Gandhi refused. Gandhi told, I don't want such kind of bail. I want judgment. I want judgment. He refused. The judge released him without bail. Gandhi told, I will not bring two people as for bail. I don't want bail. You punish me. If I am guilty, you punish me. Otherwise, you tell I am not guilty. At last, the judge told, no need of bail, you can go. You see, the judge released him, made him free, told you are okay, you can go. No need of bail, you are not guilty without bail. Please switch on the videos. If the rain and thunder is there, no problem. But otherwise, switch on the videos. When the court reconvened, rejoined, reconvened, the judge said he would not deliver the judgment for several days. He postponed the judgment for several days. By that time, Gandhi, you can go. You are free. You can go. I will give the judgment after some days. Meanwhile, he allowed Gandhi to remain at liberty. He can be free from the police custody. You see, this is one first victory of Gandhi in Champaran. The first victory, first protest and victory. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mashaurul Haq, and several other prominent lawyers had arrived from Bihar. So at the request of Gandhi, these people came, prominent people, important people came. They conferred with Gandhi. What would they do if he was sentenced to prison? Gandhi asked. So they conferred with Gandhi, they talked with Gandhi, they discussed with Gandhi. What would they do if he was sentenced to prison? Suppose after several days, the judge will call Gandhi again. And suppose the judge announces or pronounces the judgment Gandhi as guilty and he is sent to jail. Suppose what you people would do. Gandhi asked Rajendra Prasad and his team, suppose after some days, judge will call me and he will send me to jail. What will you people do when I am sent to jail. Why? The senior lawyer replied, they had come to advise and help him. If he went to jail, there would be nobody to advise and they would go home. You see, you see the meaning? These senior advocates told Gandhi, my dear Gandhi, we the senior advocates have come here to advise you. To advise you not to interact, not to disobey the laws. Be with the law and be calm and cool. Calm and cool. Who is that calm and cool, Achut? Who is calm and cool in Indian sports?
MS Dhoni.
Eh?
MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni, a calm and cool man, isn't it? Just casually came to my mind. I am not a cricketer, but just came to my mind. Just I asked, and I thought he will be the happy person to be asked for that question. Okay. So, calm and cool. So, these advocates, these senior advocates told Gandhi, be calm and cool. Why are you making these kind of protests and disobeying the law? Be cool. Gets 100 rupees case fees from these people and let us prolong the case and that will give us an income. Why are you stopping our income? You see, do you understand the point? If Gandhi continues these kind of protests, all people will come to Gandhi and they won't go to any wakil, any advocates, any lawyers. They will lose their income. That is why they told, we have come here to advise you what to do. Do like this, do like this. And if you are taken to jail, whom shall we advise? No man is here to be advised. So we will go back to our places. We will go back to our places. What about the injustice to the sharecroppers? Gandhi demanded to those wakils, to those lawyers. Gandhi asked, if you speak like this, did you ever think about the sharecroppers? What would be their condition? What will happen to them? Why don't you think about these poor people, poor peasants? Gandhi asked them. The lawyers withdrew to consult. The lawyers did not have any answer. This man is some typical man. We need not discuss with him. They withdrew. Rajendra Prasad has recorded the upshot of their consultations. Rajendra Prasad, the leader of this team, briefed their discussion. They thought among themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger. Gandhi was totally a stranger. And yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of peasants. If they, on the other hand, being not only residents of the adjoining districts, but also those who claim to have served these peasants should go home, it would be shameful desertion. So, you see how the minds of the advocates were changed because of the act of Gandhi. They began to, all these people, Vakil who came from Bihar, sat with Rajendra Prasad and they discussed, what shall we do? These men says that he is ready to go to jail. He has no problem. For these poor peasants, this man, what is his name? Mahatma Gandhi. He is ready to go to jail. He is ready to get beat. He is ready to get a persecution from the police. What shall we do? They sat together and discussed. At last, they came into a consensus. Consensus, 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 agreement, a common opinion, a synthesis. What are the two words before synthesis? Aditiraj, what are the two typical words before synthesis? Dia, what are the two words before synthesis? Michael, no time to wait. Gauri, what are the two words? Atul, all these people can say. Malavika, Naureen.
Photosynthesis.
Eh?
Photosynthesis.
No, photosynthesis in Malayalam, biology. Before, I am talking about literature, grammar, and all these things. Before synthesis, which are the two terms? I have explained.
Consensus.
Consensus is another word. Before the term synthesis, there are two words prior to that. Which are the two words? Anybody? Anyone can say. Thesis. Next word. Antithesis. Synthesis. I have told you many times. Thesis, a presentation of a topic. Oppose, debate. Antithesis, oppose. From this, a consensus comes. That consensus is known as synthesis. Don't forget it. Thesis, antithesis. From there, a synthesis has come. Do's and don'ts. From there, a synthesis has come. Clear now? These are the two words, thesis, antithesis, before synthesis. So these advocates made a synthesis. What is a synthesis? They thought, they decided, this man, who? Mahatma Gandhi, he is not of UP. He is not of Bihar. He is not of Champaran. He is not of this division. And he has no connection with these poor peasants. He had never seen these people. Such a strange man, a stranger. Mahatma Gandhi was totally a stranger to that place. Such a stranger is ready to sacrifice himself for these people. You see, how do they think? Such a stranger was ready to sacrifice himself for these people. And we are the people of this area. We are the people of this area. We are very much related to these peasants. We are the people who knew more about these people. We are the people who collected money as fees, vakil fees, case fee from these people. And we have decided to run away from these people. Is it justice? You see, Gandhi locked these people with this voice of conscience. Clear now? That's the meaning. You see, I explained in this way so that you will be able to write by yourself. Get the concept clearly. So, what would they do if he was, they thought among themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger, underline, stranger, yet he was ready to go to prison, underline. Yet he was ready to go to prison for the sake of the presence. If they, on the other hand, if they means we, being not only residents, we are the residents, we are the local people, not only residents of the adjoining districts of the commissionary, but also those who claimed to have served these peasants. We have served as advocates in the court to these peasants. To go home, If we go home, it will be a great shame to us. Tomorrow, these peasants will laugh at us. They accordingly went back to Gandhi. First, they told Gandhi, there is nobody to give advice, so we are going back. Later, they sat together and thought like this. Then they went back to Gandhi and told him they were ready to follow him into jail. Underline. They took the decision that they are also ready to go to jail with Gandhi for the cause of these poor people. You see, in this way, Gandhi collected, collected people for the freedom fight. Gandhi came there alone. Now you got the support of the wakils and the prominent people of the locality, and he had the support of common people. You see, this is the way. The battle of Champaran is won. He explained. When the advocates came and told him that they are also ready to go to jail, all on a sudden, Gandhiji stood up and said, my dear friends, the battle of Champaran is already won. We have found success. No problem. You are with me. You are ready to sacrifice for the country. That means Champaran will find success. Clear now? Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. So he took a paper and he made a pair, two advocates, two advocates, two people. He made pair. And he wrote these pairs into serial number. Number one, Rajendra Prasad and Shambhu Babu, number one. Second pair, Brij Kishore Babu and Shyam Lal. Third pair, Maulana Mashrul Haq and Hakim Ahmad Khan. Fourth pair, like that he made pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he told, according to the order, you have to get arrested. You have to get arrested. Gandhi told, I will walk in the front. You have to come in to one pair. And we will disobey the law. And they will arrest me. No problem. I will go to the jail. Then what you have to do? Rajendra Prasad, with your companion, you come and disobey. They will arrest you. Then what will happen? Maulana, come with your pair. You get arrested. In this way, these people, these British police will arrest two to jail. After that, what will happen? Thousands of people are there. Jail will not have the space like this. Corona people have no place to stay. Corona people have no place to get treated. All the hospitals are filled like that. All the jails will be filled. At last, the police say, you go. You go. They won't look at them. This is the method, he told. He taught them how to proceed. Several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate informing him that the lieutenant governor of the province had ordered the case to be dropped. So after some days, Gandhi got a letter, written communication letter from the magistrate, from the judge, informing him that lieutenant governor, higher authority, British authority, lieutenant governor of the province has ordered that the case against Gandhi should be cancelled, dropped. You see, British people were fed up with these people. Fed up with these people. Because when thousands of people came to Champaran courthouse, the people, poor people, realized their power, their strength. They united themselves behind Gandhiji. Seeing this, the high prominent officials of Bihar and UP joined with Gandhi. That has become a movement, national movement, a freedom movement. When they are united, British people dropped the case against Gandhi. Civil disobedience had triumphed. Underline. Civil disobedience, disobeying the government laws, that is civil disobedience. Disobeying government laws found success. Can you tell me the matching word sentence from the previous paragraphs? Any sentence? Any previous sentence? Can you match with this line?
The Battle of Champaran is won.
The Battle of Champaran is already won. Before the winning victory, Mahatma Gandhi announced, if we are united, that is the result. That will give the result our success. So within days, they could witness government had dropped the case. The civil disobedience had triumphed. The first time in modern India. Without a battle, without gun, civil disobedience defeated the guns. Clear now? So Champaran victory was the first victory in civil disobedience. Historical event in history. I don't know whether you have studied it or not. I think you might have studied in history, the Champaran history. Gandhi and the lawyers now proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry, prolonged, far-flung, prolonged, far-flung inquiry, first letter E or I, both are correct. Inquiry, both are correct. So, okay. So far-flung inquiry into the grievances of farmers. So Gandhiji, it is written here Gandhi. Usually when we say Gandhi, we should say Gandhiji when we speak. When you use Mahatma Gandhi, G is not needed. Clear now? This is the way to write Mahatma Gandhi or Gandhiji. Clear now? Okay. You know it, but just casually, I reminded you. Gandhi and lawyers. Who are the lawyers? On the first line, Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore, Maulana Masroor. All these lawyers now proceeded to make an inquiry to the grievances, to the problems of these people of Champaran. A detailed list. They wanted to make a detailed list of problems. Please switch on the videos. You see the censor board. 2/3 of the board is empty because all these. So, depositions. Deposition means testimonies. Depositions, testimonies. Depositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down and notes made on other evidence. Gandhi asked all the people to write and give the complaint, write and give the problem. People wrote on a paper their problem, and Gandhi collected. Around 10,000 people wrote and gave to him. The whole area throbbed with the activity of the investigators and the vehement protests of the landlords. You see, the whole area was throbbed with the activity of the investigators and the vehement protests of the landlords. When Gandhi started to collect these kind of testimonials, these kind of depositions, what happened? The landlords became angry because these peasants till yesterday were silently sitting and obeying what the landlords had told them. They never raised the voice. And these peasants now writing letter against us. Writing letter against us. The landlords became furious. They became angry. They became vehemently irritated. They could not digest it. So landlords protested these kind of investigations. In June, Gandhi was called to Sir Edward Gate, the Lieutenant Governor. In the month of June, Lieutenant Governor Edward Jain called Gandhi to his office. Before he went, he met leading associates. Who are the leading associates? Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore, Maulana Mashrul. These are the chief associates, chief helpers, chief assistants, chief comrades, chief friends. All these distant and near meanings. So, Lieutenant Governor Gate called Gandhi to visit his office, to meet him. So before going to the Lieutenant Governor's office, Gandhi called these associates and again laid detailed plans for civil disobedience if he should not return. So before going to Gandhi, Gandhi thought this is a trap. This may be a trap. Lieutenant Governor would call him and there he may arrest Gandhi and may be sent to jail. This was the thought. So that is why Gandhi called these associates and made programs. If he was arrested and sent to jail, what you have to do next? They made a detailed plan. Prior to that, on that day also, Gandhi made a detailed plan to get arrested by pairs. Here also, they made a detailed plan to be followed if Gandhi was arrested by the government. Gandhi had four protracted interviews with the Lieutenant Governor. Protracted interviews, long, lengthy, and continuous. Here, protracted, meaning lengthy, prolonged interviews with the Lieutenant Governor, who, as a result, appointed an official commission, a commission of inquiry into the Indigo sharecroppers situation. So Gandhi went to Lieutenant Governor. He made a number of prolonged, lengthy interviews, 3 hours, 4 hours, like that. Morning 4 hours discussion. Then there is a break for lunch. Then 6 hours continuous meeting. Next day also, like that, many lengthy interviews with Lieutenant Governor or between Lieutenant Governor and Gandhi. After these, so Gandhi presented the problems of the peasants. After these discussions, the Lieutenant Governor instituted a committee, a commission to study these problems. A commission or a committee. And what is the problem? The committee has to study the problem of the sharecroppers in Champaran. Very good, very good. Okay, but what is the problem there? The commission consisted of landlords, underline, the commission consisted of landlords, government officials, and Gandhi as a sole representative of peasants. So, in a way, we can say the committee was one-sided committee. Suppose the committee consists of 9 people. Committee consists of 9 people. Suppose one number I tell you. 4 government officials, 4 landlords, and Gandhi. You see? Viceroy, Lieutenant Governor, District Commissioner, SP, 4 people. And then 4 rich landlords. And Gandhi is representing peasants. And they will discuss, they will put into voting. What will happen? 8 against 1. They will discuss. Let us put an vote. Let us raise our hands who support. Gandhi only will support. Others will, because all their government is a supporter of landlords. Landlords are British people. Government is of British people. So that is why I told the commission was a one-sided commission. Gandhi remained in Champaran for an initial uninterrupted, without any break, continuous. Internet is interrupted. Disconnected, coming and going, interrupted, disturbed, interrupted, disturbed the activity, continuity. When continuity is disturbed, it is interrupted. Note it, okay? Here the word is uninterrupted, not without any disturbance. Without any disturbance. That means continuity has no disturbance. That means it is going continuously. When you watch a movie, after 1 hour or 1.5 hours, there will be one screen will come. What is that screen, Adul? What will be that screen?
Intermission.
Intermission. Intermission will interrupt the continuity of that play. Intermission. Mission will be stopped for a time period. Here you see Gandhi remained his stay without any interruption in Champaran for a period of 7 months, and then again for several short visits. Continuous, he came there for 1-day visit. You see, he came there for one casual day visit. Just to come and see at the request of who? At the request of Rajkumar Shukla. At the request of Rajkumar Shukla, Gandhi agreed. Okay, I will come and see. That come and see stay, 1 day stay, went up to 7 months without any interruption. Then one day he went to Lucknow, then came back from Champaran. Another day from Champaran, he went to Chennai and came back. One day he went from Champaran to Delhi and he came back. So that is interrupted stay. The visit undertaken casually on the entreaty. Entreaty means request. Entreaty, request. At the request of an unlettered peasant, illiterate, unlettered. Don't make the spelling unlettered. L-E. If you write I, meaning will be changed. Gayatri, if you change E into I, meaning will be changed. So an unlettered peasant, uneducated, illiterate peasant, in the expectation that it would last a few days, maybe 2-3 days, occupied almost a year of Gandhi's life. You see? Rajkumar Shukla invited Gandhi to Champaran for a day visit. He thought, let him come on 1 day and see us. That simple, poor, illiterate man's effort made Gandhi to stay in an unknown place, for 1 year. 1 year. And within that year, they have won the battle. The rest we will see in our next class. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day and have a good meal. Okay. Keep your physique fit to fight against corona.